श्रीमल्लक्ष्मीन्द्रसिंहे कटुतरनिनदत्रस्तविश्वाण्ड उग्रे वीरे दैत्येन्द्रवक्षो विदलनमुदिते भीषणे विष्णुसंज्ञे भूयाद्भक्तिः परा मे ज्वलति सकलवित्सार्वभौमेति भद्रे पत्यौ सर्वस्य मृत्योर्मृतिकृति विनतानन्दकन्दे मुकुन्दे श्रीरङ्गनाथषठकोपयतीन्द्रदृष्टं लक्ष्मीनृसिंहषठजित्करुणैकपात्रम् श्रीरङ्गवीररघुराट्षठकोपहृद्यं वेदान्तदेशिकयतीन्द्रमहं प्रपद्ये श्रीमते श्रीमन्षठकोपश्री वेदान्तदेशिकयतीन्द्रमहादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमद्रङ्गषठारिसंयमिवराल्लब्धागमान्तद्वयं श्रीमद्वीररघुद्वहादषठजित्पादारविन्दाश्रयं श्रीमद्वेदवतंसदेशिकयतेः कारुण्यवीक्षास्पदं सेवे रङ्गधुरीणशासनवशं नारायणं योगिनं श्रीमते श्रीलक्ष्मीस्मृतिव्यपादुका सेवक श्रीवंशठकोपश्री नारायण यतीन्द्र महादेशिकाय नमः वेदान्तदेशिक यतीन्द्र कटाक्षलब्धत्रय्यन्तसारमनवद्य गुणं बुधाग्र्यं नारायणाद्य यतिधुर्य कृपाभिषिक्तं श्रीरङ्गनाथ यतिशेखरमाश्रयामः श्रीमते श्रीवंशठकोपश्री रङ्गनाथ यतीन्द्र महादेशिकाय नमः श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे दत्तां सदा हृदि. I am now going to explain a little about the well-known sloka about Lord Krishna in Kṛṣṇaṃ, having 8 slokas, all of them having the ending refrain Kṛṣṇaṃ Vandē Jagadgurum. This sentence just says, I salute, worship the great Guru or mentor or Acharya of the entire world, that was Lord Krishna. Let us just see the significance of these 3 words, Kṛṣṇaṃ, Jagadgurum, Vandē. Krishna is the name of the Lord in a particular avatara. This is dear to us because this is the closest Vibhava avatara of the Lord to all of us in Kali Yuga. Lord Krishna ended his avatara 10 days before Kali Yuga began. And of course, Namarva was the one who was most attracted to Krishna avatara among all forms of the Lord, simply because he was born 43 days after Kali Yuga set in. So he missed this avatara only by about less than 2 months. Krishna as a word, if we go for its derivation, there is a pramanam which says, Krishihi bhuvachaka shabdaha nascha nirvruti vachakaha. Krishi means agriculture, etc., related to the earth, bhumi. Na denotes peace of mind, happiness and delight. So in one sense, Krishna avatara was basically to relieve bhumi of the excess weight of asura prakriti, bhubhara avatarana. This was one of the purposes of Krishna avatara. Bhashikara in Gita Bhashya also has mentioned with this as the reason or excuse, Krishna used his avatara to teach the whole world about Vedanta in the famous Bhagavad Gita. Bhubhara avatarana apadeshena asmadadinamapi samashrayaniyatvaya. To make us all reach towards Lord, this avatara was the most effective, and this incidentally also reduced the extra weight of those who are unproductive or counterproductive. Now, Krishna has another sense, that which attracts. Kṛṣṇa or Akarshana is the other meaning of this. Most Alvars and Acharyas have sung about the praise of Lord Krishna unequivocally. Not only Vaishnavas, even among other Siddhantis, we have the famous Leela Shuka saying, Shaivaha vayam napunaratra vicharaniyam panchakshari japaparaha nitaram tathapi. We are all Shaivas, we only do the japa of panchakshari of Lord Shiva Still, he says, Cheto Madiyam Atasi Kusumavabhasam Smerananam Sprishati Gopavadhu Kishoram. Consciously, with intellect, whatever we do as a Shaiva. But involuntarily, our minds run towards Cheto Madiyam Dhavati, he says, Atasi Kusumavabhasam Gopavadhu Kishoram Mama Chetaha. Even though I am trained well, deliberately, still the mind is so much attracted by the Krishna's Leelas, I still keep thinking of him. I was, of course, Valvinayena Irhinna Gunangalai Udayai. Even though we have done grave sins, still Lord Krishna's gunas have the ability to attract us towards him. He does not treat somebody as good or bad. He only is interested in those who take refuge under him, surrender to him. Name dveshyosti na priyaha samoham sarvadehinam. These are all his own statements. So Krishna was one leveler, is one important point. That which has a great attraction for anybody of any level, from gopis to Shuka Maharshi, the avadhutas to the commonest layperson. Of course, Vedanta Deshika in Gopal Vimshati has brought out many of the facets of Krishna Avatara. There he has said, at the time of death, let me just see the form of Lord Krishna. Adharahita charu vamshanalaha, makutalambi mayura pinchamalaha, harinila shila vibhanga nilaha, pratibhasantu mama antima prayane. The last moment when I would be leaving the body, let me be just having the great scene of Lord Krishna having the flute in his lips. Adharahita charu vamshanalaha. Similarly, let him be wearing the peacock's feathers in his head. Makutalambi mayura pinchamalaha. And his form is such that it reminds us of the Indranila Mani. He is blackish in color and hence also called Krishna. So the Kṛṣṇaṃ as a word has so many connotations and every one of them is elevating us. Even though there are many leelas of Krishna which involved cheating people, which involved doublespeak, which involved stealing items like milk, curds or butter, all these charitras still elevate us, free us from our sins. This has been told by Venkatadhuri in his Vishwaguna. In the world generally, thieves steal, whereas in the case of Krishna, his theft steals. He has used this chaurasya chauryam jagati pratitam, chauryasya chauryam natu drishtapurvam. Theft will not steal, thief will steal. Whereas Krishna's theft, if you talk about, that will steal all our sins. Chauradya karmani batashrutani Krishnasya mushnanti tamam tamamsi. All our ignorance, our sins, our purva karma, they all get vanished. The moment we think of even Krishna's chaurya, it need not be only Vishwarupa Darshana or Gitopadesha, where his paratva is seen. His saulabhya is more useful to all of us. Hence, the very word Krishna alone is sufficient to bring us to the realm of spiritual elevation. Now, the adjective Jagadgurum, this denotes if today somebody were to take a poll, who as a teacher in the entire universe has influenced most number of people across generations, across centuries, it should be undoubtedly Lord Krishna through his Bhagavad Gita. Upanishads and Vedas, of course, are authorless, so we do not ascribe the effect of Vedas or Upanishads to any one avatar of the Lord. Whereas in a physical form, mortal form, when Lord took avatars, it is Krishna Avatara and Gita Upadesha that has transformed most lives compared to any other. From that point of view, we could declare Krishna as Jagadguru, Guru for the entire Jagat, entire universe. It's not only covering Bhuloka, it covers Jagat or universe includes the entire Leela Vibhuti. From Brahma to those in the Narakas, for all of them, Krishna's teachings, Krishna's blessings, His grace has been of great use. Swami Vedanta Desika in Rasa Dasaram has mentioned, after the Rajasuya Yaga performed by Yudhishthira, the Agra Puja issue came up. Who should be given respect first? Then the least known of Pandavas, Sahadeva, he proposes, I want to give the Agra Puja to Krishna. Without him, none of us will be there. And he is the person who takes care of everything. Knowingly, unknowingly, whatever we do, he takes care of putting things on the right way. And when he proposed, when Sahadeva proposed, none other than Bhishma seconded him. Said, I agree with you. Then what is the reason that Sahadeva said we should be respecting Krishna first? He says, Tamimam sarva sampannam acharyam pitaram gurum artyam architam ichhamaha sarve sammantum arhatha. He asked for unanimity among all those who had gathered there. See, there are a number of good qualities, auspicious qualities in Krishna, because of which I propose he should be respected first. Number one, sarva sampannam. He is full of all desirable auspicious qualities. Tamimam, of course, have much bigger Vedantic connotation. That person who is mentioned in all Upanishads is this person who is available to us, interacting with us, one among us, treating us as relatives. So the Paratva and Saulabhya are initially mentioned. Tam imam sarva sampannam acharyam pitaram gurum. This is the further explanation he gives. He is an acharya. Acharya is one who collects all the information scattered in various shastras, then brings them into a way of life, practices himself, then teaches to others with the proper justification and enlightenment. Hence, Krishna is an acharya. Bhagavad Gita is a great testimony to this. Pitaram, he is the generator of all of us, is the Srishtikarana, is also the Guru. Acharyam Pitaram Gurum. When he says about Guru, Guru is a restricted usage of removing darkness of ignorance. Gu actually means darkness. Gu shabdastu andhakaro artha. Ru shabdaha tan nirodhakaha. Ru is one who wards it off. Andhakara nirodhitvat gururit abhidhiyate. So Guru has the task of removing the ignorance of the students. Krishna, besides being an acharya, also was a guru. Practically, on a day-to-day basis, Pandavas benefited most out of his gurutva. And hence, Sahadeva proposed, he is a guru. Alavandar has also said, Guru rasi gatishyasi jagatam. There he has said Jagatam Guruhu. So that is what is the explanation for Jagadguru. Jagatam Guruhu, Jagadguruhu. So for all the words, Krishna is the Supreme Guru. So this word Jagadguru is used. Later many people have claimed themselves to be Jagadgurus, but no one can surpass Krishna as the Jagadguru. Possibly no one would have any dispute Krishna being a Jagadguru. So Kṛṣṇaṃ Jagadgurum Vandē. Now what form of emotion or feeling we show towards Krishna, the Jagadguru? Normally we can understand something, this is just a distraction, but suppose a person has studied up to doctoral level in his field of expertise. You won't ask such a person, can you read or write? The person can take offense, but if he just factually wants to answer, yes, I can read and write. Suppose we put a few conditions. Can you write with your left hand? Can you write with your feet? Can you write if you are ill? Can you write if you are blindfolded? Can you write different scripts? Can you write legibly, etc., etc.? More the conditions, we would find that there will be a lot of limitations. Nevertheless, we all claim, I can read and write. Whereas, we put one last question. Suppose I show you a person who can read or write any script, any language, any text, any form, by hands, by legs, with light, without light, whatever. If only we can make really such a person stand before all of us who all think we can read or write, what will be our feeling towards such a person? We will all bow our heads to such a person. The moment you find somebody truly superior to you, you start bowing your heads. This is the example Upanishads give. Why should we salute the Lord? Why should we worship or salute the great masters, rishis, devatas, etc., dev rishis? It's only because they are much superior in their ability. They use it for universal good. When such a person is found, it's a natural reaction. Manu in Manusmriti says, the moment you find a better person, the lower person gets a situation where his life breath comes out of him. Urdhvam pranaha utkramanti yunaha stavire ayati. Here this is chronologically also true. A younger person, if he is sitting and if an elder person comes near him, his pranas, his vital airs come out of his body. Now, to regain them, there are two things that he has to do. Pratyuthana abhivadabhyam punastan pratipadyate. This is Manusmriti. You get up, then you get the stability, the pranas come back. Then you go down to him, then you get back the vigor in them, you also get the blessing. This does not go only to the individual in front, through him it goes to the Lord. So Pratyuthana and Abhivadana, this namana or bowing down is the natural activity when we recognize the person in front as much superior to us. With Krishna being Jagadguru, the only thing that we can do to him is Vandanam. That is why we say Vandē, Kṛṣṇaṃ Jagadgurum Vandē. Vedanta Desika in Gopalamshruti has a very good shloka. Mahase mahitaya maulina vinatena anjalim anjanatushe kalayami vimugdha vallavi valaya bhashita manjuvenave. I just fold my hands, bow my head down to the great Swami, Lord Krishna, who was so easily accessible to gopis even, but he is also not accessible to Vedantas. So for such a great person, Mahase Mahitaya, Mahas actually means a great lustrous point. It's a source of light. Mahas is a tejas. Mahitaya Mahase, that which is eulogized by everybody, including Vedas. In the Upanishads, when Sharanagati is mentioned, Brahmane tva mahasa om ityatmana injita. Brahmane mahase om. That mahas is mentioned only as that which gives brightness to even sun. That which gives Tejodastumasi agnehe, Varchodastumasi suryasya, Jumnodastumasi chandramasa, Brahmane tva mahase. So he is the greatest light. In fact, even when he showed Vishwarupa, it has been mentioned, if 1,000 suns were to simultaneously rise, even then his tejas cannot be equal. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapad Utthita Yadi Bhaha Sadashi Sasyat Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. So Mahase Mahitaya, to such a great Tattva, Swami, what do I do? Maulina Vinatena. With a bowed head, I just do Anjali. Anjalim Anjanatushe Kalayami. He is in the form of Anjana, blackish. It's almost like the eyeliner that women use. This is the Anjana. Anjana, of course, has another connotation, that which shows us things that are hidden deeper, even in the Upanishad. Anjanatushe Anjalim Kalayami, Vinatena Maulina Kalayami. Knowing that he is Mahas and Mahita, but this great person was so easily accessible. Vimugdha Vallavi Valaya Bhashita Manju Venave. So he does not distinguish, he does not differentiate between the levels of Jivatma. He is accessible to anyone who has that form of devotion to him. So with devotion, we just tell him that you be in our hearts forever. This Vandanam is basically to request him, you have the knack of running away. In spite of best efforts, one does not get dhyana, one does not get continuous thought of him. But if he wills, here it is significant that Sahadeva proposed Krishna to be respected first. Sahadeva once demonstrated this. Krishna wanted to leave after some interaction with Pandava sometime. He told everyone, just I am leaving. He took leave of each one of them, and it came to the turn of Sahadeva. That day somehow he was wanting Krishna to be there for some more time. He did not speak anything. He only said, you may go if you can. What does this mean? Sahadeva started doing pranayama. Krishna could not move. He had actually held Krishna inside his Hridaya till the time he was happy to release. Krishna says, this is why Mama Pranahi Pandavaha. So we do this Vandanam. Vandanam is a number of types. Abhivadanam is one if somebody is in front. Krishna is not in front of us. We can always think in our minds. So Vandē becomes important. This gives us whatever we aspire for. Even though we do not aspire anything, even then it gives the greatest of the achievements, that is the pleasure of the Lord. He is so happy with someone who does not come with any wish list. It is not that he does not get anything. Such a devotee does not get anything is not the meaning. He does not get anything limited. Lord feels bad if somebody asks for limited things. So Krishna as Jagadguru also teaches us, you worship him, be devoted to him, you get things which are infinite. One does not have to ask for smaller things. So in that sense also he is a guru. Just thinking of him, worshipping him, being devoted to him. Amarwar is said to be Krishna Trishna Tattvam. He is just the bhakti towards Krishna personified. So we have in Sampradayam that way. Krishna taught to us as the great master, as the great Tattvam, Paratattvam, Parabrahma, etc. But most importantly, most accessible, one among us, without having to have any formality. You can just keep saying, Krishna, Krishna, it is enough. Upanishads have also said, Krishna is great because of his parents also. The Narayana Upanishad we have, Narayanaya Vidmahe, Vasudevaya Dhimahi. Vasudeva Shabda means son of Vasudeva. It also means one who is present everywhere. Sarvatraso samastancha vasatyatre devayataha. Tasya Vasudeveti vidvadbhi paripathyate. One who is present everywhere, inside and outside. But he was born as the son of Vasudeva when he showed his entire vibhuti and Aishwarya. Another Upanishad says, Brahmanyo Devaki Putro Brahmanyo Madhusudano. Devaki's son is Brahmanya. He is the Parabrahma. So he created so much fame even for his parents. Tayai Kudal Vilakkam Shaida Damodarane. And the mother became so well known that Upanishad spoke of her, that her son is Parabrahma. This is Periyadvar of course says, when you name your children, name after the God's names, simply because Naranam Tam Annai Naragam Puhal, one who has his children named after the Lord's name, when the mother calls out the names, the mother will never have to enter hell. So Naragam Puhal is just enough, even though it is not Lord, but it is Lord's name, which is kept for their own children. So that is the effect. So Krishnavatara has shown it in a very simple, very practical, very down-to-earth way. Because of this, Krishna is a Jagadguru. Of course, different avatars have equal power. Nrsimha also is Jagadguru, Rama is also Jagadguru, Varaha is Jagadguru, there is no doubt. Being the same Lord in different forms at different times for different devotees. But today, for us here, I think it should be Krishna. So, Kṛṣṇaṃ Jagadgurum Vandē with the full conviction that anything that you want to achieve, he knows what is good for us. So, you just address him as, oh, the great master, universal master. I bow to you. So, you tell me what is good for me. You guide me where I can reach your pleasure. I can see that I am of use to you, for which you have created, given this facility. So the simple statement, one pada of the shloka has enough in it hidden, which is there in all Upanishads and Vedanta itself. So there are of course quite a few things that one can keep on talking about Krishna. Krishna has one great assurance given to all of us. It is difficult to control senses, difficult to control mind, all that is true. But just think of me, you will slowly reach me. Man manabhava, madbhaktaha, madhyaji, mam namaskru, mame vaishyasi satyante, pratijane priyosime. All of us are very dear to him, and anyone who takes his name first, he slowly guides him to see that he reaches him in the end. So this, through these many steps, man manabhava, first think of me in your mind, then you will become madbhakta, then you become madbhakta, then madhyaji. Any work that you do, you treat it as a sacrifice towards him, then mam namaskuru. And you will see me everywhere, you will just keep on doing namaha namaha, and mame vaishyasi, you will just reach me. And this is true, satyante pratijane, I promise you, this is what he has. Why all this favor? Priyosime, all of you are dear to me. So I just want that one single conscious act of thinking about surrendering to me. Rest of it I take care. But it is not done instantaneously. He gives all the pleasures en route. The way you achieve it from the beginning till the end, every moment of it is so much pleasant and delightful. This we are actually bowing our head to him for. This is what we get as the essence of Krishna Avtara. Akarshana, or creating relief, greatest relief. Nirvritti is relief. Bhumi got nirvritti during his Avtara. Now the Bhautika bodies, which is made of the five senses, five elements, this gets its Shanti in Krishna. Smrito yachati shobhanam, Vyasa said in Mahabharata. Just think of the Lord, then he makes you feel at ease, feel at peace, and everything looks pleasant to you, everything is fine for you. To get that tranquility, there is nothing but Krishna who can make. Even in the Sudarshana Homas that we all do nowadays, the mantra actually contains Krishna's names only. In Krishnaya we begin, Govinda, Gopi, and Vallabhai. So Sudarshana Homa does not give fruit unless the person thinks about Krishna as having the most desirable auspicious qualities, and who is capable of putting at rest the senses. It is also called Hrishikesha. Hrishika meaning all the Indriyas. He is the boss of the Indriyas. The moment you surrender to him, he instructs them not to bother you. We are at peace. It is a simple mantra. In fact, Srimad Aishinger has recently written, even Samapriya, from Mukundamala, the great shloka, the Krishna Nama as the great mantra. He has just explained in every pada, Samsara Uchcheda Mantram, Samasthana, Sangha Niryana Mantram, Sattva Sthairyaika Mantram, Vyasana Bhujaka Santashta Santayana Mantram, Jihve Shri Krishna Mantram, Japa Japa Satatam, Janma Safalya Mantram. That Gundamala says. So that Shri Krishna mantra is Janma Safalya mantra. So when we say Kṛṣṇaṃ Jagadgurum Vandē, we mean that we are so fortunate to have as our Swami who just for one thought gives the entire universe to us all. I hope all of us get the blessings and the thoughts of Krishna as much as we can, as much as deliberately we can try to, and the rest of it he will fulfill. I wish to all the devotees from here Krishna Bhakti and Krishna Anugraha. Because in the end, Krishna Arpanamastu.